you're as lame as ever. You've gotten even lamer with age, haven't you? Haha.
Tasuku, you're handsome as always. Huh?
I fell in love with you at first sight. I love you. Please go out with me.
Huh? Aizawa?
In a certain part of Tokyo, deep in February, the cold was enough to freeze even a native of Hokkaido. I had just bought a ton of groceries at the local supermarket and was feeling warm and fuzzy inside. But then a voice called out to me, one that had been completely erased from my memory until just a moment ago. I turned around, confused. Yes, I'm Aizawa.
It's me. I'm Tasuku Usami.
Standing there was a guy from my middle school. I moved here from the countryside, so I never expected to run into him here, and I couldn't help but get a little excited. Wow, it's been since the coming of age ceremony. 16 years?
We didn't even talk at the ceremony, so it's practically been 20 years. Man, you're as lame as ever. You've gotten even lamer with age, haven't you? Haha.
Tasuku, you're handsome as always.
Oh, you noticed? I've become even more of a catch as I've gotten older, right? Unlike you, who was unpopular and became even less popular, I get more popular every year. Haha. I work at a major advertising agency, and I'm transferring to the headquarters this spring. I was just coming back from viewing an apartment. I'm moving into the neighborhood soon, so I'll be seeing you around.
Saying that, Tasuku walked towards the station in high spirits. Seriously, he was a good-looking guy. Even after he left, the scent of a refreshing, handsome man lingered. His personality seems to have gotten even worse, but working at the headquarters of a major ad agency probably cancels that out. I, Kotetsu Aizawa, stared blankly at my classmate's back. My heart fluttered at the handsome man I reunited with, opening the door to B&L. What brand was that? Damn it, I should have asked him earlier. Not. I'm a 36-year-old programmer working in the SIR division of an SME, sensitive to old man smell, balding, and obesity.
If you like, you can try some out. Please feel free to ask.
Excuse me, do you have any perfumes that work against old man smell? No, it's not that I smell like an old man, just as a preventative measure.
Yes, for prevention.
No, the perfume that suits him might not suit me. I like the perfume I have now, so that's fine. What's more important is body soap and detergent. I searched everywhere for a month, but never found it, but surely this is fine. Because no matter how good the perfume is, it won't stop the old man smell. Cutting it off at the source is important, so I'll cook for myself and eat vegetables properly. By the way, I'll say it again. I don't smell like an old man yet. No, I shouldn't. Someone please tell me I don't. Why am I so sensitive to old man smell, balding, and obesity? The answer is simple. If a dull, ordinary man gets fat, bald, and smelly, that's the end of him.
I found a really stylish cafe where you never have to line up.
After Tasuku moved here, I started seeing him now and then. He's usually with a woman. I'm not impressed that he's always with a different woman, but for a 36-year-old guy, looking like that is amazing. Physique is important too. Height and looks can't be helped, but body shape, hair, and cleanliness can be managed. Mumble mumble. Well, what I want to say is, I'm just an ordinary middle-aged man you see everywhere. I work for an SME, and my income is perfectly average. If anything, my height is a bit short at 165 centimeters. I never expected that someone like me would.
So cool!
Huh?
I fell in love with you at first sight. I love you. Please go out with me.
Huh?
No way. To be confessed by a stunning woman in her 20s the moment we met. Which old man's delusion is this?
Yutsuka, that kind of joke isn't funny.
We met just moments ago. I passed Tasuku, thinking he had another woman with him. As usual, we exchanged a few words, and just as I was about to leave after being called lame and unpopular, it turns out this girl is Tasuku's much younger sister. While being introduced by him, acting slightly well-behaved, she suddenly confessed.
Sorry, Kotetsu. Yutsuka is a bit of an airhead.
I'm not joking, I'm serious.
Gwah!
My name is Yutsuka Usami. Please call me Yutsuka.
I'm Kotetsu Aizawa.
Kotetsu? Oh, that's a strong and wonderful name. Do you live around here, Kotetsu? If it's okay, let's exchange contacts with the intention of dating.
Yutsuka? Look, it's almost time for the restaurant reservation. Big Brother will give you his contact info later, okay? Back off for now.
I'm sorry, Kotetsu. We don't have time, so we'll be leaving for today. Later, I'll definitely contact you later.
Maybe I was daydreaming. After seeing off those Sami siblings who left like a storm, I pinched the bridge of my nose and went to buy some slightly fancy bath salts. It wasn't a dream. After getting out of the bath, where I even fussed over my skincare, a message from Yutsuka arrived on my phone. Yes, hello?
Aizawa, I'm gonna kill you.
The call was from Tasuku. By the way, we were barely connected through a middle school group chat. I'll note here that until just now, he hadn't added me as a friend.
I reluctantly gave you my contact info because Yutsuka begged me. Don't you dare lay a hand on Yutsuka. I'll allow you to reply to keep her from being sad, but that's absolutely it.
Big Brother!
Wait, Yutsuka, knock. You gotta knock.
I wondered why his voice was so quiet, but it seems Yutsuka is staying over.
What kind of swimwear do you think Kotetsu likes?
Even Big Brother doesn't know that. Why do you ask?
I want to go to the pool with him in the summer, so I thought I'd buy a new swimsuit. If you don't know, never mind.
Erg! Aizawa, you bastard!
And I was convinced. I had a vague suspicion, but it seems Tasuku asked differently in front of Yutsuka. It's a misunderstanding. I haven't even sent the first reply yet. Anyway, Yutsuka looks way younger than me. How old is she?
She's 25 this year.
25? 11 years younger is too young. What is this, some adult manga?
Huh? What are you planning to do with Yutsuka, you bastard? I'll chop off your dirty junk, stomp on it, skewer it, and burn it!
That's scary. That's not it. I'm saying that much of an age gap is impossible. Calm down, Siscon.
Yeah, I'm a siscon. Yutsuka has been an angel since she was born, and I changed her diapers and etc, etc.
No matter how beautiful she is, 11 years younger is out of my league. When the shouting match heated up, I yelled that, and the call finally ended. However, ignoring her messages wouldn't be right. I replied moderately, occasionally dropping hints to let her down gently.
I'm going to your area again soon. Can we meet if you're okay with it?
I thought about refusing, but I decided it would be a good opportunity to reject her clearly. I'll turn her down in person. It's the least sincerity I can show to a girl who likes me.
Thank you for coming today. I suddenly got a booking in this area, so I thought, I can see Kotetsu!
1 week later, on a weekday night, after much thought, I came to a casual restaurant. No, I go to the office every day, but there's almost no overtime, so I'm always free at night. What kind of work do you do, Yutsuka? Is it mobile?
Yes. I provide a service called personal shopping.
Personal shopping?
Simply put, I go shopping with clients to find clothes that suit them. There are people who don't know what clothes look good on them, or don't know how to match clothes with what they own. And quite a few people who are just not good at buying clothes. You know, things like personal color and skeletal structure types were trending a while ago. People with those qualifications go shopping together and help buy clothes. The recommendation is to choose someone with a similar clothing style or similar concerns.
There really are all kinds of jobs now. To an old guy, it looks like a profession from another world. And Yutsuka said she works as a freelancer. Apparently, she attracts customers through blogs and social media. When I searched her real name, she came up. She has 10,000 followers. She's only 25, right? Amazing.
Honestly, I can't say I live a life of luxury, but work takes up the majority of your life, doesn't it? So if I'm going to do it, I want to do what I love. After working busily as a nurse, I realized that deeply. I don't have fixed holidays, but if I can make what I love my job, I'm totally fine with that. Of course, if my work takes off or if I get married and have children, things might change.
A rare beaming smile for Yutsuka, who isn't the type to laugh loudly. Even though I hadn't known her long, I understood that she genuinely felt that way and was living in the moment.
That's why I won't give up on you either, Kotetsu. Since I was born in this era where we can do things freely, I want to be thoroughly particular about what I like.
I appreciate the sentiment, and I think your spirit is wonderful. But to me, you inevitably look like a young child, so I can't return your feelings. I'm sorry.
I understand. This means my attack is still not enough.
No, that's not it.
I know. So what's important is adult appeal. I will study sex appeal, but before that, to get you interested even a little, first a little exposure.
Stop. It's not like that. She's doing it on her own. Just trying to take off her jacket was bad for my heart. Plus, the store clerk's gaze was painful. I don't get it. So, even though I firmly rejected her, I was the one who lost miserably. Since then, she messaged me aggressively, asking about my favorite celebrities, and for some reason my preference in swimwear. Yutsuka's approach never stopped. I should probably just ignore her replies. But she's such a good girl, and part of me is happy about the affection itself. So I couldn't push her away completely, and somehow we kept communicating. Then, one day...
Huh? Kotetsu, over here.
On my phone, where I was mostly just replying to Yutsuka, I got a message from someone I hadn't heard from in years. Tai Tsukumo, my colleague from the first company I joined as a new grad, and my ex-girlfriend. Your company is doing well. That's amazing.
It was a struggle, but we managed.
The reason Tai and I broke up was that we were both busy. In her 4th year, Tai decided to start a business, and we broke up then. So, what did you want to talk about? Work?
Yes, I'm not forcing you, but this is a consultation. Kotetsu, won't you come to our company? Actually, we just landed a big project. I really want to ask you to do it.
I work at a relaxed pace now, but at my previous job, I worked crazy overtime writing code. Thankfully, I got pretty good evaluations there, so it seems she values my skills.
Of course, the pay is good. But our company values private time, so I guarantee that too. Given the industry, I can't say there's absolutely no overtime, but you can take paid leave easily and come to the office freely. How about it? Pretty good, right?
The salary I heard tentatively is at least 2 million yen more per year than now. Overtime is also managed to be within 20 hours a month. It sounds like a dream to me, but Tai is a woman of her word. If she says so, it must be true. Let me think about it a little.
Of course I'm expecting a good answer.
Suddenly, the image of Yutsuka smiling and living life to the fullest popped into my head. What do I want from work? Thinking about that, I left the cafe in the city center often used for meetings. Amazing. She writes a blog every day? And posts photos of outfits on SNS every day. A few days later at night, I was looking at Yutsuka's blog in SNS. I got confused thinking about what I wanted from work, so I thought I'd get a hint from her. Her personal shopping reservations are pretty full too. Isn't she way busier than I thought? So I decided to ask Yutsuka.
Including time for blogs and SNS, I have almost no full days off. SNS is daily because of outfit posts, and sometimes I write whatever I want on the blog that day. But basically I try to deliver useful information, so I usually create a stock of posts. So days without shopping reservations become writing days.
It was more than I imagined. Sorry for calling you when you're so busy.
Not at all, Kotetsu. For me, work is fun. So having no days off just means I'm doing what I love and enjoying myself. This might be misleading, but it feels like play.
Play?
Yes, so I'm really not pushing myself. I like writing blogs, and I like posting cute images on SNS. I like shopping with customers, and recently, even the fact that I can attract customers is fun. Of course, if I feel tired, I rest properly.
Do what you love and the money will follow. Yutsuka is the perfect example of that.
So I'm really happy you called, Kotetsu. Honestly, I thought I wasn't good enough after all. There's no way I wouldn't be happy about a call from the person I like.
Yutsuka. The frequency and content of her contact hadn't changed, so I didn't notice. But it's natural for her to feel that way. If it were me, I couldn't stand a continuous lack of interest from the person I like. Well, thanks to that call, a week later, I was able to analyze what I wanted from work pretty well. I'm sure I'm doing work I'm good at. And what I couldn't compromise on until now was stable holidays and a stress-free environment. Also, I gather my thoughts while running at the gym I attend regularly to avoid getting fat. By repeating this, I internalized it and came up with a convincing answer.
Aizawa, you bastard!
It was around that time, on my day off, as I was heading to the meeting place, Tasuku grabbed me with a demonic look on his face.
I suspected it, but to think you were really such a scumbag.
What is this all of a sudden?
It's your fault. Because of someone like you, Yutsuka is...
What? I'm busy.
About 2 weeks ago, Tasuku said he called Yutsuka.
Sorry, but you haven't contacted me at all lately, Yutsuka.
I don't contact Big Brother that much originally.
But you were messaging me after meeting Aizawa. Did something happen with Aizawa? If it's a heartbreak, Big Brother will take you to a wonderful restaurant.
Messages that never came before started coming every 2 days after meeting me. It's complicated for me since she sends me multiple messages a day, but putting that aside, he said that contact frequency dropped slightly about 2 weeks ago.
I'm all for my beloved Yutsuka giving up on you, but I won't forgive you for making her hurt or depressed.
Siscon, just let go of me.
But I understand it can't be helped to some extent, so I try to cheer Yutsuka up. I thought she was depressed because you weren't interested. I never thought you were really such a scumbag.
So what are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. If you lay a hand on Yutsuka anymore, I'll really crush that junk of yours. I absolutely won't forgive you for playing with Yutsuka.
Huh? Tasuku, who's panning, doesn't seem to be lying. But I don't understand at all either. Playing? What is that about? Isn't there a misunderstanding? I'm sorry, but explain why you think that.
Big Brother?
Yutsuka!
Tell me. Just as I was about to say that, Yutsuka arrived. One of the people I was meeting was Yutsuka, so running into her is not strange at all.
I didn't hear you were coming today.
Because I didn't say anything? What are you doing, Big Brother? The atmosphere isn't peaceful.
Yutsuka, that is...
Yutsuka! Reconsider! You're not a woman who should sell herself short like that.
What are you talking about?
Even for the person you love, that's wrong. Just the physical relationship is...
Huh? Wait, that's definitely a misunderstanding. I haven't said a word about that.
Then how do you explain this? Yutsuka asked me, Big Brother, do boobs really get bigger if you massage them?
I can hear cicadas crying even though we're in the city. It can't be helped if I get a distant look in my eyes, thinking they're working hard to court females. When I looked at Yutsuka with distant eyes, she nodded firmly.
Yes, I did ask that. Kotetsu's ex-girlfriend was a super beautiful busty lady, so I thought if I became busty, I'd make it closer to his preference. Big Brother, do boobs really get bigger if you massage them?
What? What are you saying, Yutsuka?
I wanted to hear from experience, so do they or not?
Big Brother thinks Yutsuka is most charming as she is now.
Useless.
I see. So Tasuku misunderstood. Is this what they mean by a headache hurting? Should I point out that he's being treated very harshly by his beloved sister here?
I'm sorry. I didn't expect to be misunderstood like this. True. An overprotective brother might have such crazy thoughts. It was rash of me.
Is that wrong? Then you were shocked that he wasn't interested.
Big Brother? Is it true that I was depressed because he wasn't interested? Is it also true that I saw his ex-girlfriend by chance at that time and got even more shocked?
So it is his fault.
But that's already all resolved.
Yes, that has all been resolved between Yutsuka and me. Even I thought it would be painful for Yutsuka to stay in the current state forever. So, we talked properly. I talked about it about a week ago, the day I called Yutsuka and asked about her work. Yutsuka, I'm just an ordinary old man you see everywhere. I'm barely not bald or fat, and I'm careful about cleanliness, but I'm not handsome, and my income is perfectly normal. If anything, I think you'll surpass my income eventually. There are plenty of people more wonderful than me. I don't know if I can see you as a romantic partner either. You're a wonderful woman. It's a waste to spend time on someone like me, so...
Honestly, I don't know why I fell in love with you at first sight either. But the more we interact, the more I think I love Kotetsu. So, if the only bottleneck is age, I want to continue interacting enough so it doesn't matter, creating a possibility. Kotetsu, you often say, if an ordinary man gets fat, bald, and smelly, it's over. And take care, right? To put it simply, it's kind of like that. If I do nothing, there's a chance that will happen. But if I do something, I might become the ideal old man I want to be. Similarly, if I do nothing, I'm just a woman 11 years younger who isn't a romantic interest. But if I do something, I might become a romantic interest.
No, isn't that a bit forced?
Well, strictly speaking, it's different, but it's similar, right? What I need right now is time spent with you, Kotetsu, to get you to see me as a woman. Of course, if I'm being a nuisance, I'll stop contacting you. Am I a nuisance?
I have various hesitations, but I could answer immediately whether contact from Yutsuka was a nuisance or not. No, you're not a nuisance. Communicating with you is honestly fun. So, we agreed to continue interacting with Yutsuka on that understanding. I also told her that she saw me and Tai by chance when she was meeting with a personal shopping client. I told her she's my ex, and it was just a job poaching talk. I never expected her to worry about her chest.
Then nothing has changed, has it? Yutsuka will just get hurt.
Big brother! I am convinced now, and if anything, he listened to my selfishness. I'm happy you're worried about me, but I'm already 25, I'll settle my own problems. If I think I need help, I'll ask you. So if not, stop running wild on your own and doing selfish things. Besides, regarding this matter, I don't want to be told anything by Big Brother, who plays around with women all he wants.
What?
Tasuku pretended to be well-behaved in front of Yutsuka, but it seems he was busted long ago.
Come on, let's go, Kotetsu. We'll keep the other person waiting.
Ah, right. He seemed speechless from shock, but he reaped what he sowed. Leaving Tasuku behind, we headed to the meeting cafe together.
You're late. Did something happen?
Tai was waiting at her destination. Yes, today the three of us were meeting up. Sorry, we ran into a little trouble on the way.
I ran into it too. I apologize for being late. Nice to meet you. I'm Yutsuka Usami. No, it's not a problem at all. We asked for your time. I'm Tai Tsukumo. Thank you for making time in your busy schedule today.
Today I'm just a chaperone. The conversation between the two livened up, and 40 minutes passed. When I stood up to go to the bathroom, I spotted a face from earlier in the corner of my eye, and involuntarily stopped. You're kidding. You followed us?
I'm worried about Yutsuka. It's fine if I just watch over to protect my cute sister, right?
Yutsuka told him not to do selfish things, but it seems he settled on the interpretation that if he doesn't interfere directly, it's safe.
But I'm glad from the bottom of my heart that I followed. Who is that woman? You're planning to two-time her?
Wait, what are you saying? It's a misunderstanding. This isn't about us.
Don't look away. Are you looking for a new woman again?
Hey, shut up for a second.
I can't stay silent. You gave me that explanation, but you were playing with Yutsuka after all, weren't you? Happy to be surrounded by two women, huh? Acting sincere while being a huge villain. Don't get cocky just because you're a dull middle-aged man with no redeeming qualities. Yutsuka told me not to interfere, but this is too much to stay silent about. I won't let you get involved with Yutsuka ever again. I'll protect Yutsuka.
The one who shouldn't get involved is you.
Yutsuka!
If he yells that loud, Yutsuka will notice whether she wants to or not. When I looked around to apologize, for some reason, people were looking at us with excited eyes and gesturing go ahead. I don't get it.
Hey, what was that just now? A dull, middle-aged man with no redeeming qualities?
Yeah, that's right. A playboy middle-aged man who stays average, even with effort, is outrageous. It's presumptuous for a race like him to even speak to Yutsuka. So, Yutsuka, let's stop getting involved with this guy, okay?
You're the worst! Even if you were a hopeless playboy, I thought you were a kind brother who was good at his job and cared about his sister. Big brother, were you someone who looked down on others like that?
Tasuku's blood drained from his face at Yutsuka's words. Apparently, Yutsuka didn't know about this scumminess.
Did you have that attitude towards Kotetsu until now too?
No, this is, an exception. Look, this guy's trying to build a harem.
Excuse me, there seems to be a misunderstanding, but I asked for her time because I wanted to ask about Yutsuka's work. This is who I am.
Saying that, Tai took a business card from her pocket and gave it to Tasuku.
This is the company that went public recently.
You know our company. Thank you. I'm a former colleague of Aizawa from our previous job. Well, we dated for a few years in the past, but this is the first time we've been in touch in 10 years. And it was about job poaching. After all, Aizawa was the ace programmer at Toto Digital Partners.
Huh?
The reason they were surprised is that Toto Digital Partners is a well-known major IT consulting firm. That's in the past. I worked too hard and got sick, so now I'm like this.
But he turned me down the other day. At that time, we talked about work values, and Yutsuka's name came up. I really wanted to meet her, so we set this up today. So Aizawa and I are not in the relationship you fear. And Aizawa is not a man with no redeeming qualities.
As expected of a woman who grew a company to a listed one in 10 years, the pressure of her smile was on a different level.
So it's completely Big Brother's misunderstanding. You broke the promise you made just an hour ago, said terrible things to Kotetsu and caused trouble for the shop. Who is the huge villain acting sincere? You man whore who only thinks with his lower body.
Man, what?
Filthy! Lois, I'm cutting ties with you, Big Brother! Don't get involved with me ever again! I apologize for the disturbance. My brother will pay the bill.
What I heard as we bowed was thunderous applause and excited jeering. Bowing deeply once more, we left the slip at Tasuku's table and left the store to continue our conversation. Now, as for Tasuku after that,
Yutsuka, why? Please answer me.
since she declared she was cutting ties, naturally, Yutsuka blocked and rejected his calls. The only way to contact her seemed to be the family group chat, but his parents, having heard the story from Yutsuka, were never going to take his side.
Really? If I cut it off, will you forgive me?
Being a severe siscon, he seriously considered castration, but I barely managed to stop him. Why did I stop him? That is...
Aizawa, I'm sorry. Forgive me.
A handsome guy shouldn't cry. I told you I'm fine with it already. Because ever since then, Tasuku has come to apologize many times, and consulted me about various things. By the way, the reason the whole cafe was in acceptance mode back then was apparently because everyone was gossiping about Tasuku, who always brought a different woman. He seems to be a sideshow for that shop, so I think I'll go there occasionally from now on. How many years has it been since I've been to a pool? As for me, I continued interacting with Yutsuka. Today, a month later, we were at the pool at her request.
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting.
No, it's fine. I just got here too.
Does this look weird? I was worried it might come off as a little too childish, but Tai-san told me, Yutsuka, let's really make the most of that pretty cute of yours.
Did she put her up to this? They seem to be getting along really well since they first met. That's great and all, but this kind of advice is a bit of a problem.
I knew it. It doesn't look good on me, does it?
No, actually, it looks a little too good on you. The fact that it looks good is exactly the problem. Even though it's a one piece, it forces me to see her as a woman.
I see. All right, then let's hit the lazy river first.
Wait. What did you just agree with? And hey, let go of my arm.
It's fine. I'm going to make you fall head over heels for me at this rate. I'm glad I have a cute body.
Don't talk like I'm some kind of cute, okay? I'm not. Seriously, I'm not.
Yes, I know. I'm just happy we could come here together today. You suddenly got so busy, Kotetsu.
In the end, I turned down Tai's job offer. The reason was simple. Being the CEO's ex-boyfriend would make working there incredibly awkward. But I just have to endure it for a little while. You made me realize that, Yutsuka. Thank you.
Well, as long as I was able to help you, Kotetsu, that's all that matters.
Some people, like Yutsuka, want to turn their passion into a career. Others, like Tai, prioritize securing their private time. As for me, after thinking it through, I realized that besides stable holidays and a healthy work environment, I also want to avoid going into the office as much as possible. In my case, if I work a little harder, I'll only need to go in about twice a month. I'm gonna give it another shot to achieve my ideal work life. I'm gonna get busy, but let's keep in touch just like always, okay? And when our schedules match up, let's go on dates.
Yes!
The fact that I'm saying this myself, maybe the future is already set in stone. She splashed water on me. The coolness felt perfect on my flushed face.
Hello, Brittany here. Personally, I don't think age is that big of a deal, especially 25 to 36. I mean, they're both adults. It's not like 16 and 30, you know what I mean? But I really loved this story, and I loved kind of the message that love is love, as long as it's legal. Anyways, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!